Yo.
Hold on 1 second.
XO,
Hello,
what's up, my guy?
can you hear me?
You ready, Cole?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Turned up just a little
Okay,
bit.
hold on. Hold on. Appreciate that. How about now?
You still kind of, what you,
I'm on my Bluetooth and I
Bluetooth?
got my phone charged. Yeah, hold on. I got an idea. Damn, phone's gonna die. Hold on. Yeah. Um.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
I
Why?
hear you. It's just
How
kind
about
of
now?
low.
How about now?
Yeah.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Let me get this camera right. Tripod is bad, so hold tight. You know what? Here's how we're gonna do this. Okay. Alright. Far away. How's that?
Nah, that's perfect. That's good.
Cool. We're good. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Blues House Live, man. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to go ahead and give a live show for the week. I know we weren't going to do one, but hey, why not? You know what I'm saying? And you actually get to see Kobe's face. Look at this guy, man. This handsome brother right here, man.
All right.
You
The
know how I like to
camera
start the
go.
show, man. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to donate, you can donate at the Cash App, which is $ Bluminati, BLUMINATI, or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. I don't plan on making this a long stream. I just want to talk about Eternals. The trailer dropped. I'm not gonna do the trailer. Every time I do it, I get a damn hit.
Yeah.
Every time, man. Every time. So I just want to talk about the Eternals, man, and really try to break some things down. I want to talk about the leaks that came out. Shit, what has been a couple months now that leak dropped.
Yeah. I think it was
Talk.
like March.
Yeah, I think it was like March. I want to talk about that. This mic is in my way and it's aggravating. Set me up. But so yeah, I want to do that. And you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
How did you? Did it get you in excited? How did you feel about it?
It brought some new aspects to the story, man. Like my thought for this movie that it was kind of gonna be one note.
Right.
I think we're gonna have a lot of different kind of sub stories happening right now. Like I said before, I think this movie is to plant seeds.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically like them saying, this is a soft reboot to the MCU, I think, to the origin of the MCU.
Right. I yeah. I honestly, now that you said that, I can see this being like a. This is their flashpoint.
Right.
This is their X-Men First Class, so to speak.
Okay.
It is a reboot in essence, or but it's more so what you want to say, it's retelling or showing you how the actual Marvel how old the Marvel universe is, or our
Right.
initial universe. It's a retcon, so to speak. Like they're going back and planting the seeds that they couldn't plant because they didn't have the storytelling capability, the money, the characters. So I think that's dope, man. I really, and to this cast is phenomenal, man. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. This might be one of shit. This might be the best cast that Marvel has in a
Right.
singular movie. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Selma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, Gemma Chan. Matter of fact, do I got yeah, here we go. Richard Madden, Selma Hayek, Lauren Ridloff, Brian Tyree Henry, which is that dude is on his way up, just a shooting star. Don Lee, Kamal, and then Johnny, and he's a funny dude. Like I said,
Mhm.
Angelina Jolie and Leah McHugh. I'm not familiar with Leah, but I've seen her face before, but I'm not really familiar with her.
Right. She's playing Sprite. Okay.
Right, she's playing Sprite, and it's just, I mean, Angelina fits Thena perfect. I like the gender bending of Ajak with Selma Hayek. Richard Madden looks like he can be. He is Icarus, and I
Right.
think from if you saw the trailer, you saw, you know what I'm saying, everything that was going on.
Yep.
Just, and even the tone of the actual trailer, it doesn't give me Marvel vibes. It gives me like a movie. If you
Right.
understand what I'm saying, like this is a movie. This isn't
Yeah.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier. This is,
A film. Like
yeah. That's
looking
what
at
I'm. That's the,
production value. We're looking at like big, huge set pieces. We're looking
yeah.
at like, yeah, this is a film. It's
No
I
fit
would call
like,
it more like an epic.
right,
Yep.
right. This might be, because they've. I don't think they've ever been nominated for like Best Picture or Best Director or anything like that. This
This
could
is
put
their
them in
shot.
that realm.
Right.
This could really put them in that realm, man. And like I said, it seems like everybody is perfect for their roles, man. And that's just, like I said, I just wanted to speak on the cast real quick. But let's actually get into the trailer. I tried to get some images. Let me see what I got. So we got right here. This, I mean, that's just, that's a poster.
Right. It
This
looks
this is a
good. Like
poster, man.
the camera work looks great. Like the way the shot is, like the
That's,
coloring and things like that is
yeah.
it's
I want, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall to see how she got them to act out with nothing there.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they say they filmed this totally on location, not a lot of green screen. Like you said, just practical sets. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have see like Angelina do this part right here. All right, Thena, make a shield, and you got a little spear coming through the shield, like kind of what was that, 300, right?
Right.
I would just be a fly on the wall to see the director giving Angelina Jolie. Which, I mean, she's a veteran actor, or whatever, so pretty sure she could do it. But it's just crazy, man. I like how their powers, you know what I'm saying, is that gold ribbon like, and they all
Hmm.
display that. I think that's dope. Right here, Icarus, basically the Marvel Superman. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
or the Eternal Superman. I forget which celestial that is. I think that's the judge. The judge. I can't remember the first name, but you got Thena right here. I think that's when they show up to try to get Thena. Like this is, I mean, this is how the movie looks. Like how epic
Right.
this looks. This scene right here, like the whole
Right.
movie looks like that. That's what's dope.
I
The whole
agree.
movie is Like how Dune, you seen Dune?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, man. It's put me on the same epic value as Dune.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, Go through some more of these pictures, man. Another celestial. I think that's another celestial. That's Crow. Thena. Crow and Thena got a thing. He's a deviant. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I pulled. But now let's get into actually the meat and potatoes of this trailer because it really it let us know some what's going on and some questions got answered. What do you
Right.
think about when the Black Knight Dane
Hmm.
when he asked why didn't you guys interfere when Thanos was doing what he was doing, and she said we
Right.
was told not to interfere. You know what I'm saying? And then it went to the shot of that celestial. My thing is, and I guess I'll start. They're saying that Thanos, or the rumor is, Thanos is going to be a part of this film, and that could have just been the part, just her saying the name Thanos. But from what I
Okay.
understand, Thanos is supposed to be part of the film, not necessarily showing up, but his presence or whatever.
Hmm.
Is now in the book right now, Thanos has been named a genuine Eternal because it was said that he was a deviant or he was an Eternal with a deviant gene. Now they're saying he's an Eternal. You know what I'm saying? Because his dad is an Eternal and his mom's is Eternal. We know that for a fact. I want to know how they're gonna play this. How they're gonna pull Thanos in regards to what his ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? His race is.
Right.
What is he? You know what I
Right.
mean? Because that should also have major implications on it. What do you think about that?
Um, as far as his storyline, he's supposed to be a deviant anyway, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're saying we can't interfere. We're only supposed to come in unless if the deviants start attacking humans. That's the only because their whole thing for them is to protect humanity, make sure
Right.
humanity prospers and goes as far as they can go.
Okay.
And the deviants are the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? We
Hmm.
got to stop the deviants. So if her saying we can only interfere when deviants show up, then they should have interfered with Thanos. That was
Right.
my thinking. So I'm thinking maybe they're gonna come out and say that Thanos was the Eternal. I don't know
Mhm.
because, like I said in the recent run of the books, that's what happened. He's a
Right.
he was it Phaistos? Yeah, Phaistos was it Phaistos? Yeah, Phaistos was operating on him and told him that, what I'm saying, after further review, it seems like you are eternal. You know what I'm saying? Eternal proper or whatever. So I don't know, man. That to me, this got me real excited. She said the one thing about the emergence happening, because of the I guess would be the second. No, that would be the third snap. Hulk snap. Hulk snap
Right.
would have been the third snap. So that puts me on lines to mutants, maybe not the emergence. I know the emergence has nothing to do with mutants, but just
Right.
that power.
Right.
And because we always spoke on it. That snap could be the awakening. Or it furthered the mutants gene to
Right.
activate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was mutants here
Okay.
and there, just like it's been Eternals. Because that's another thing too, right? Eternals been around this whole time, didn't
Right.
interfere. This gives them an easy out to say the mutants has been around this whole time, and you know
Right.
we just kind of glossed over it. People doing superhuman feats or shooting lasers out of their eyes or whatever. It was just tabloid talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How
I
how
feel
do you
you.
feel? What do you feel with her saying that could happen?
I feel like that from their aspect, like I said, the only reason I feel like they're even doing this movie is to be able to explain some backstory for some characters that they want to use. I
Right.
think because if that's the case, if they didn't need to go back and establish lore, they we wouldn't get a flashback scene. We wouldn't need to know the origin.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just made up their own origin for the Eternals.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's what I feel like they're going to do. They're, you know what I'm saying? We're already seeing signs of them mating with humans.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, and having children, things like that.
Yeah.
Um, that's to me, that's the easiest way to show how we're getting these superpowered people. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, the snap happened, second snap, like you said, the third snap, the resurgence, all that power, you know what I'm saying, brought back into the universe, boom, it awakens the X gene.
Right.
Then we got mutants running around everywhere.
Right.
I mean, completely unchecked.
Yeah. 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 I didn't even think about them really like going out and procreating. Um.
Phastos is married, or yeah, has they have a child.
Who?
Um, him and his partner, they have a child. It's his DNA.
Which one? Face those?
Phastos, yes,
Yeah.
and it says it, it shows it in the trailer. Um, somebody else has a relationship with a human as well.
Well, I know.
Another,
Um. Shit. Who am I looking at? They don't have her on here, but Gemma Chan's character of Cersei.
mhm,
Cersei talks to the Black Knight.
right,
So her and the Black Knight end up. First, she was with Icarus. I don't know what happened after that, but later on down the line, she gets with the Black Knight.
right,
And she's actually an Avenger in the comics. Rumor has it that cause see this, and I'm gonna keep going back to Thanos. Rumor has it that his brother's supposed to show up because his brother's an external also,
okay,
Star Fox. And rumor has it he's
okay,
supposed to show up. Him and another, I want to say it's another Eternal shows up. So like they gotta weave Thanos in it, and you know what I'm saying. They have to, for me anyway. I mean, this is just me speculating, but Thanos has to be weaved into this some kind of way.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They have to. They can't just overlook him by saying, "Oh, Thanos did the snap and that's it." Like, nah. Like y'all
Nah,
gotta
we gotta
explain
show,
Thanos.
right?
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
we
Y'all
got
have
the
to.
backstory.
Yeah.
We got a little one in Infinity War, but we really didn't get a backstory.
Right, because they're just saying he was from the planet Titan, but what did the people on Titan look like?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? We get Thanos Thanos. We get Thanos out of the blue wanting to destroy and you know his divine purpose of balance and stuff like that.
right,
Where did Thanos even come from?
right.
I think this is a chance to explain where Thanos comes from.
Okay,
To me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because the Eternals are more than just these what is it, six, seven individuals. It's more than just them. These are the ones who kind of just stayed on Earth, but it's other Eternals out in space. You know what I'm saying? Different,
right,
like the Eternal. Even though they're earthly beings, they left Earth. You know what I'm saying? They left Earth or whatever. So another thing too, they only have them being around for 7,000 years when really it was way. You know what I'm saying?
longer.
They've been on Earth way earlier than 7,000 years. It's a lot of differences, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? Those subtle differences don't really matter too much to me. Um, I want them to explain the Celestials.
Right,
How powerful are they? What's their real story? Because I think okay, this is what I think is gonna happen. I think they've been around for so long or whatever. This emergence happens. Deviants start showing back up, and that trailer's trying to give us that the Deviants are the bad guys. I think it's the Celestials.
right,
I think they're gonna have to do something to stop the Celestials from wiping out Earth because that's the whole thing. The Celestials, if they deem the planet to be good, they keep the planet. If
Right.
they deem it to be bad, then the judge will come in, he'll wipe the whole planet, and then the other Celestial, the gardener, he'll come in and he'll start it all over again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think their whole thing, and when I say they're the big bad, not to the point of what they're going to end up fighting Celestials, but they're going to have to stop the Celestials from doing
With
what
the
they're
right.
doing. Kind of on some, kind of like Galactus. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fight Galactus physically. You can only make him change his mind.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what I really think is going on. I think we will get an external, I keep saying external, Eternal who dies. I think Ajax dies.
Okay.
I think it's through the hands of Icarus. I think Icarus kills her. What else I got? I think it's gonna be a dope ride, man.
I think so too.
I really think this is gonna be he's gonna yeah, I just think it's gonna be a dope ride, man. Now what I don't like to get into the leaks, if the leaks are true about them being robots
Right.
or advanced cybernetic beings or whatever you want to call it, I hope they don't go that route. I hope whoever came up and saw that leak, maybe they seen some footage and it made it seem like they're robots because they are programmed and stuff like that, but they're not robots. They
Right.
die, they bleed, they breathe, they you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They were and I probably talked about this before. You got three beings: Eternals, Deviants, and then well, I guess you could say four: Eternals, Deviants, the other people who were experimented on, who would later on become mutants, and human beings,
Right.
right? So the Eternals are more, they always describe them as like angelic beings. You know what I'm saying? These are the
Right.
perfect beings. You know what I'm saying? Look good, fight good, all you know what I'm saying? Just perfect. Deviants, ugly, you know what I'm saying? Demon looking, stuff like that. So think of like angels and demons. Then
Right.
you got humans who was experimented on, who genes would later manifest, and that's where you get those mutants from.
Right.
And then you get regular human beings. So I would like to see that actually be played out when they start explaining what the Celestials are doing on Earth, why they show up to Earth, all that, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. To
Right.
me, that has to be explained in this movie.
Okay. I buy that for sure.
It's got to be, because if you don't explain it, then you're just giving me a dope ass movie with a dope,
For no reason, with
right,
no
for no reason.
exposition.
And the Celestials have to have implications going forward. They're too important to big Marvel or
Right.
big MCU. You know what I'm saying?
Overall. Yep.
They're godlike beings. They could show up at any time. You know what I'm saying? Even Thor can't take them out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how these guys are. So yeah, I need this trailer though. I
That's
watched it a
dope.
couple times, man.
Me too. I watched it twice and watched
Um
the breakdowns on it. Yeah.
man, it's a good trailer, man. It is a good trailer. This might be one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time. It didn't give nothing. It answered what needed to be answered and didn't give
Didn't give
anything
too
away.
much. Right.
You know
And
what
you're
I'm
still
saying?
interested in what's going to happen.
Right. Cause we don't know what's going on. We do, but we don't. Right? We don't know
Right.
what's going on. Um,
That's why we can't get a Spider-Man trailer. But we know what's going on already.
man, I actually did something on Blues News about that earlier today, and I gotta finish editing and try to get the video up either by today or tomorrow, man. But
Cool.
yeah, I mean they going. A lot of people saying we don't even. We just go to the movies and watch it anyway. We don't
Right.
necessarily
You don't
need
need one.
a trailer.
The
You
hype
know,
and anticipation is
the
what's
hype
been.
is yeah, it's through the roof already.
Right.
It's through the now. A lot of people are saying why drop this beautiful Eternals trailer a couple weeks before Shang-Chi comes out. because it switches the conversation from Shang-Chi having this dope premiere,
Right.
everybody talking about it. It shifts it over to this, and this doesn't come out to was it November?
November.
Why do you know what I'm saying? I guess this to me, I don't see the strategy in that. But maybe a post credit scene has something to do with this or something. That's another thing too. This is totally separate. You know what I'm saying? It just feels separate
Right.
from anything
From
that the MCU has going on.
what's doing right now. Right.
Yeah, but it seems like it also fits. If you understand what I'm saying, like, yep, it's separate, but it fits because they talk about Thanos, we talk about the snap. Oh man, this might be their best movie, man. That's how I'm looking at it. This got me excited because, like I said, I'm not excited about What If. The second episode was dope. I
It
really
was.
enjoyed the second episode. Love to hear Chadwick, but that further solidifies why Chadwick wanted T'Challa to be the man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He this this episode show how important T'Challa is, why T'Challa matters. T'Challa matters more than the mantle of the Black Panther. He did all
Right.
of that, no heart shaped herb, and not being the Black Panther.
Right.
He talked Thanos down. He went from planet to planet, uh, saving planets and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He beat up the damn collector. Everybody liked him, enjoyed him, wanted to be his friend, like that. And that was funny too. What character is that? That Damon Hansu played, like him wanting to be T'Challa's best friend all the time and just taking up for T'Challa. I thought that was hilarious. That was real funny, man. Uh, you
You
gotta
talking about Korath?
recast.
Okay, right, right, right,
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, that was funny, man. That was
right. It
that was
was.
good writing. That was real good writing, man. And it's coming up on a year since he's passed.
Wow.
Coming up on a year since he's passed, man. Yep. We gotta get T'Challa, man. What do you think of the designs for the Deviants?
They kind of remind me of symbiotes.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, that's Crow, so he's I like the design, but I kind of wish because I know she didn't do a lot of her whole thing was trying to stay away from CGI. I wish they
Right.
would have brought like some animatronics, some
Mm,
puppets, because in the comics they look more goblin like.
right.
I wish they would have kind of stuck with that Jack Kirby design instead of redesigning them. But I understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To try to, well, I don't know if that's actually cutting down on the budget or add to the budget. If animatronics
Right.
is cheaper or if CGI is cheaper, I really don't know. But I think having the the goblin look, orc look, especially if you did like some Jim Henson type
Mm-hmm.
pu- uh, puppeteering or animatronics, I think that would have really set it off.
I
Like if
agree.
you did that and enveloped it with a little CGI, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I think that would have went a long way. And who knows? We might still get something like that. Maybe
You
just
never
Crow,
know,
Crow
right?
might just be a standout, stuff like that. But they're trying to set him. I think they're trying to set him up as a villain too,
Okay.
which I'm fine with that. But
Yeah, no
I don't
doubt.
think the Deviants are gonna be the actual villains in this because they're just doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
But they're scared of the Eternals. They're scared.
Okay.
Dark Gaming says Eternals release date. I want to say what November 22nd.
Something like that.
Let me look it
I
up real
keep
quick.
thinking about the 16th.
Eternals release November 5th. I'm sorry,
Yeah. Okay.
November 5th.
Cool.
Dark Gaming. So but yeah, man, this is exciting. This is
Yeah.
the MCU that I've been see this second. This would be the second act. I know it's Phase 4, but to me, this is the second act of the
Oh yeah.
MCU. This is what we want, and not
Yeah.
saying that everything else was bad or whatever.
But leave it in the past.
But yeah, man,
It
this is
had
what
its
we
little
want.
time in the sun. Right.
Right. This is and somebody said it looks like Zack Snyder. The tone and everything. And some people took it as like a bad thing. I think Zack Snyder's camera work is beautiful.
Phenomenal.
You know what I'm saying? And it does kind of remind me of that. You know what I'm saying? His
A
camera
lot
work
of
is
like tracking shots,
yeah.
big,
You know,
huge
big
set
huge. It
shots,
makes it seem like you're in
like
that
you're watching it
yeah.
from your own perspective, like
From
you're
right.
from a safe distance.
Yep. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I took that as a good thing. Some people got mad at, a lot of, Marvel
Yeah,
people kind of really
people
got
gonna
mad
hate.
at it. But I'm like, nah, man, take that as a compliment. Zack Snyder is you might not like his story, so to
His
speak,
cinematography is
but his
amazing.
his yeah, his cinematography, his camera work is phenomenal. Like him and Chris Nolan,
Neck and
I,
neck.
yeah, I don't know what school they went to, but they do it.
Right.
They really do it, man. Um, you got any other questions on the Cause I can like I'm like I said, I'm reading this current run right now. I think they're only like six issues deep. And man, if they pull from any of that,
Okay.
that's because it's crazy. You got the Eternals. The reason why they're called the Eternals, because they're eternal.
Right.
Even if they die, the world, what's called the world machine, resurrects them, brings them back.
Right.
Boom. Um, in the current storyline that's going on, you know, Thanos shows back up. Phastos is using Thanos kind of as a diversion why he tries to break the world machine, because he feels like uh, the Eternals shouldn't come back. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
now a lot of the Eternals don't know the price that they pay when they come back to, when they're resurrected.
Right.
Who finds out? Thena. I think Thena finds out, or they find out what's going on. Phastos breaks the world. The whole thing is broken. They can't resurrect or whatever. So they come up with a way. They have Icarus fly into it and, try to help put it back together. They end up putting it back together. In turn, Icarus dies. They resurrect him. Now, Icarus's whole mission this whole time, other than trying to help fight Thanos, was to save this young boy whose name was Robbie, right?
Okay.
Well, the reason why because he was having visions of this boy, like this, what I'm saying, this whole, because he just got resurrected. He got resurrected, and when he came back, he had visions of this boy. He ends up, befriending this boy, saying, hey, look, I'm going to take care of you no matter what. It seems like you're in trouble, because Icarus is like the ultimate hero.
Right.
Seems like you're in trouble. I'm going to save you no matter what. Icarus dies. Robbie dies. The reason why Robbie dies is because every time an Eternal is resurrected, a human life is given to them or is
Right.
taken, right? So Thena is like, is it Thena? Thena already knew. No, sir, I'm sorry, Cersei already knew. Cersei was like, oh man, I didn't want y'all to find out about it this way, whoop de whoop, because Cersei's all she do is lie. Her whole shit is lying.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, I ain't want y'all to find, but she was telling the truth this time. She was like, I ain't want y'all to find out. Yep, every time we get resurrected, it costs the human being's life. But I learned to deal with it because shit, they only alive for a couple decades anyway. You know what I'm saying? So their life for mine, who really cares? They're gonna die one way or another. You know what I'm saying? I'm an eternal. I'ma always be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they slide that into this, because I don't think we're gonna get any more Eternal movies. I think that's
Nope.
this. I
This is a
think this
one
is
and
it.
done.
I think it's gonna be one and done. You're gonna get Black Knight spun off from this. You might get it depending on how people like Icarus. You might get an Icarus spinoff. Uh, Gemma Chan might get a spinoff with Cersei. I doubt it, but
Yeah,
they
I
will
doubt
be
it.
showing up in the MCU though.
Oh yeah, but not
I,
in solo films.
but not in yeah. I don't think um, Eternals 2 or whatever. I don't think that'll happen. I really don't. But you never know. You never know, man. You never know. Like money talks. If this movie takes off, why wouldn't I do a sequel, right?
Right.
But yeah, man, I can. I mean, like I said, it's if they pull from the right storylines and do this, this could be real dope. This could be a story for the ages. And it seems like they got the right director to do it. And everybody, in all the interviews that I watched when speaking with the actual actors and stuff, they giving it 100% praise.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Some saying it's some of the best work that that they've been in, stuff like that. So, and Angelina, she's been in a lot of
A lot of
quote
films.
unquote superhero type
Yep.
films. So, for her to say something like that, this film must be something, man.
Right.
Must be something. I don't know. I just like this shot. I keep going back to
Right.
it. I like this shot, man. But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to make this too long of a stream. I kind of just wanted to come in and hit it. Um, and I know you were kind of busy, but I wanted to give what I'm saying a stream real quick. Um, we could hit the chat real quick and get up out of here. So let me see. Remove. Oh yeah. He says Eternals look more cinematic, less CGI than most MCU movies. Also, there's physics on it. Icarus has super speed, unlike the MCU Thor. They've shown Thor. Uh, Go back and watch the early films. He's fast, I should say, not super speed like how you see Icarus or how Superman and Icarus or something like that move. But even in the comics, Thor doesn't use super. That's not saying he doesn't have it, but he doesn't use it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's just not an ability that they really like Thor to have, I
Spotlight.
guess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they really don't use it. He says, what are you trying to say? Is it that it doesn't feel formulated and generic like most MCU movies? Yeah, tell you the truth, yeah. This is a breath of fresh air, man. You know what I'm saying? A real breath of fresh air. And not saying that Shang-Chi is going to be bad or anything else coming up, but we need the tone. The tone needs to take a shift.
Change. Right.
We need, you know what I'm saying? This movie, because even though Endgame had big stakes, end of the world, Thanos coming in, snapping everybody, stuff like that, it didn't feel like it was over. You know what I'm saying?
No. Right. It felt
This
like,
movie,
yeah, they won, and then boom, cut.
yeah. This even though I know with this film, it's a comic book film, so it's never over. But it makes it feel like that's when she says 7 days, the end of the world, or you know what I'm saying, until all destruction stuff. It makes you feel like there's some real
There's
stakes in this
stakes.
movie. Yep. So do you think the mutant genes are going to be dropped when one of Celestial dies, or do you think Apocalypse might show up at the end of the movie? I don't think, you know what? I don't even know if they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that storyline. I know what you're talking about when I forgot what Celestial came in. She came into Earth all that time, had to save its mate, and it died in the process, and its blood was fuel and what made humans and mutants have, you know what I'm saying, the reason why Earth has all these humans with this abilities and stuff like that. I don't think they're gonna take from that story. That was an Avengers storyline, evolving the Celestials, but I doubt they use that. That is a good one though. And do I think Apocalypse might show up? Uh, nah.
They're
I
saving
think
that.
yeah, I think they're saving. Now, who I do the rumor has it that Namor, a young Namor, is in.
Is the young Namor, right?
Yeah, that a young Namor is in this because of the destruction of Atlantis.
Okay,
So
yeah, with yeah, okay,
yeah, so because uh the I want to say the Celestials end up destroying Atlantis, or it was something. I got to go back and read the story, but Atlantis gets destroyed because of what the Celestials and the Eternals do. It gets destroyed, gets sunk to the bottom of the sea and stuff because it used to be, island or
right,
whatever, and they end up getting, becoming Atlanteans due to that process. You know what I'm saying? So they can like breathe underwater and stuff. So basically, they get mutated,
right,
some type of way, but not like mutants mutated, but just evolved. I should say. Let me say they get
right.
evolved. So do you think Icarus would be the most powerful? Well, he's not a celestial; he's an eternal. And I want to say their programming prevents them from actually fighting celestials. But he is considered the most powerful eternal. You have it's probably between him and Gilgamesh as far as who's the strongest. But yeah, he is that Superman character. He is, what I'm saying, super speed, concussion force from his eyes, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he says Icarus would be the MCU Kal-El. Yeah, you can say that. This movie looks interesting, more interesting than Shang-Chi.
Maybe,
You
but I don't know.
Yeah, I think Shang-Chi,
It's gonna be decent in its own way,
right. I think it's just two different films.
right?
I'm interested in Shang-Chi because I like the mythological aspects of it, the China, the Asian mythology,
Right.
or the Chinese mythology and stuff like that, the dragons and the kung fu, and XR. You might like this. The choreographer and stunt director and everything was Jackie Chan's stunt director, and choreographer. So I'm pretty sure you like that. But he passed away. So after doing this film, he passed away. I can't remember what he passed away from, but so think of the feel of a Jackie Chan movie when what I'm saying, dealing with Shang-Chi. That's from what I heard anyway. So that's why you see like a lot of those him fighting on scaffolding and stuff like that because
Yep.
Jackie Chan, he does a lot of that scaffolding type fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So says MCU cultists are made because this movie feels different. I think it meant mad.
Mad. Yeah.
Yeah, feels different. It doesn't have over the top comedy, the CGI center. This guy in this comedy. It to me it looks like it has the same amount of comedy as any other MCU movie.
Right. So I don't
It
understand that
seems
one.
like my bad. Go ahead, Kobe.
No, I don't understand that one, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems like all MCU movies have that sitting at the table, round table banter or jokes. You know what I'm saying? Where they're telling what's going on, but witty jokes. You know what I'm saying? Or corny jokes, goofy joke, whatever you want to say. It, jokes are told.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like an icebreaker or whatever. Because when it's a comic book movie. At the end
Right.
of the day, it's a comic book movie. It's more geared toward kids. You want a joke or two in there. Just the
Right.
I don't want a whole mundane,
No,
straight faced. Especially when you got these colorful characters and everything is serious.
that's why you like Zack Snyder stuff so much because it doesn't have that.
Right.
Because it is mundane. The colors are real grainy. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a sad story.
Right. But that was the tone from the start.
Right.
Marvel's tone was always, I'm gonna give you these nice,
Lighthearted.
colorful characters,
Right.
give you a nice story that you can follow along with, throw some seriousness in it, break the ice with a joke or two.
Yeah.
To me, that's the perfect formula for success. And as you see, billion-dollar movies damn near every time.
Right.
So,
I actually got a dip. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump out.
okay, I'm gonna do these last two when we out.
Okay.
He says Icarus should face Galactus in the MCU.
We already
Nah,
talked about how Galactus you can't fight Galactus. We
nah.
already talked about that. That's why I don't think he'll be a big bad in the MCU either.
Nah, nah. He'll be a presence, but not a big bad.
Not a big
Not
bad.
like that. You know who's gonna be the big bad? It's gonna be his heralds.
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer,
Right.
Firestorm,
Yep.
um, what's the name? Is it Ajax? I think is his name, or something like that. Drax. Is it Drax? With the big uh, axe type situation. Either way, I think those are gonna be his big. You know, those are gonna be the big bads and represent Galactus. You know what I'm saying? He's a force of nature, so he can't be like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Punisher, Jessica Jones, Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Moon Knight aren't colorful. That's a damn
You're
lie.
missing the point, bro. Yeah, you're missing what he's trying to say.
What do you mean? They are colorful. Why? Because the Punisher wears black.
Right. That's what
Jessica
that's
Jones is colorful. Ghost Rider, colorful cat. Just because they wear black don't mean that they're not colorful.
means
Daredevil
colorful
is
personalities, right?
right, but I'm also talking about the aesthetic. I'm talking about look at this picture. Look at these colors. Icarus, Ajax, Makari, Phastos, Gilgamesh, Kingo, Athena, Sprite. Look at these colors. This is Jack Kirby you dealing with. He was all about popping off the page. Big, you know what I'm saying? Colorful. Popping off the page, stuff like that. The Punisher, he pops off that big white skull on his,
It pops off his
it
chest.
pops off the page. Jessica Jones wasn't always designed like that. She had an actual costume. Ghost Rider, that fire, in contrast with his black leather, why you think it's always fire everywhere? It's colorful. Daredevil, this is the dude who ran around in a yellow and red suit. What do you mean?
Right.
Moon Knight, he's white in contrast to the black. He operates in at the nighttime, but he's in all white. They're hella colorful. What do you mean? All of it is colorful, man.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to hop on here real quick, talk a little Eternals, talk about this trailer, man. Um, Kobe's got to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and we'll be back. We're doing Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 o'clock. Those are gonna be our lives. I'm gonna keep providing the blues news. XR, I don't see you comment on none of my blues news, bro. I need you to get on and watch my blues news and comment, man. Let me know if I'm doing a good job or not.
Right.
We're also gonna be bringing you movie reviews. What are you calling it, Kobe?
Real time.
Real time. Kobe's gonna be bringing you movie reviews, old and new. And I think that'd be good, especially like the old. The more I think about like doing old movies that you've seen, especially some that I haven't seen since a kid, and now watching it through adult eyes, I think that's gonna be real fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're working, man. We're working to bring you content. I uh, I should have an interview lined up this weekend with and Kobe. You're gonna be in a movie with him actually.
Hmm.
Dom, I don't know if you know Dom. You know Dominique?
Mm-mm. I haven't met him yet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be. We're gonna be doing an interview on Sunday, and we're just gonna be basically just shooting the shit. You know, talking movie stuff, comic stuff, stuff like that.
Cool.
And I'll upload it on here,
Y'all
and
doing
we're
that
gonna.
live?
Nah. It's just we're gonna record it.
Okay.
Record it. Yeah. No need to do it live. We'll record it that way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a little editing and stuff like that.
Cool.
But it should be a good convo.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, that's really it, man. That's really it. Kobe, you can go ahead, go. I'm gonna answer these last ones that XR got,
All right.
and we'll get up later on this weekend and talk some
Sounds
more.
good. Sounds
All
good.
right.
Y'all take it easy. Be safe.
Yep. XR says, I'm talking about the tone. Those characters aren't kiddish like they are trying to make them. Um, I guess, man. I I guess Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. They gotta make these characters appease to the. You gotta remember these was B-list characters. B-list characters. XR. B-list. They didn't have the popular characters at the time, so they had to make these characters have just enough adult tone to where they don't alienate the kids, and then they had just enough, as you call it, kiddish undertone in it to where it doesn't alienate the adults. They had to find that balance, and I think they found that balance. I don't. I think Chris Evans played a perfect Captain America. I think everybody did their job. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. I think everybody did their job, man. Says, aren't you going to talk about the new He-Man animation? I saw that. I saw that, man. I might do a Blues News on it. I saw it. I saw it. That's all I'm gonna say. Kevin Smith, you trash. That's for what you did. I don't know how Netflix is really selling this. You got two different tones of the same IP running at the same time. But actually, this one, this He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, just watching that trailer, it made me a little bit more interested in it than watching part 2 of Masters of the Universe. And I know it seems like it's more aimed towards kids or whatever, and it looks like it's going to probably end up being a big toy seller or whatever. But it just looks more interesting to me. I'm more interested in that and to see, the changes that they made, subtle as they may be, but, Says, did you hear they're trying to make Batman gay? They're trying to make everybody gay. Trying to make everybody gay. Why not? Make it a gay world. Everybody gay. Everybody gay to stop, population to end, and then we ain't got to worry about it no more. I don't know what to tell you on that, XR, man. I really don't know, man. I don't know why they're trying to do that. I haven't heard it, but I mean, I will take your word for it, especially with what I seen with, Tim Drake's Robin. Was it Tim? Yeah, Tim Drake's Robin. I really don't have no words, man. It seems like DC is really trying to alienate their base. That's all I got to say. Seems like they're really trying to alienate their base. Says the thing is, those kids will grow up and not rewatch those shows because how kiddish they are, and they are insulting the kids' intelligence. No, 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 no. That's a lie. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think you're supposed to go back and rewatch. I don't. I cannot go back and rewatch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I tried. I can't. I can't go back and watch Thundercats. I tried. I can't. G.I. Joe, I tried. I can't. Only thing that I can go back and rewatch is Transformers the movie. Transformers the movie. And it had a real dark tone. It was real. It seemed like it was more aimed towards adults when it came out. I can go back and watch that. I can go back and watch G.I. Joe the movie. It's some cringe moments in that, but I can go back and those had a lot of adult undertones, hell, a lot of adult overtones in them. But the actual series, it's a lot of those cartoons I can't go back and watch. I really can't. It's real hard for me to. That's why I liked when Netflix came out with that the Voltron series that they recently just wrapped up or whatever. But that Voltron series that last came out. That shit was perfect for me. Because I couldn't go back and watch those old Voltrons. Couldn't. 90s X-Men, Spider-Man. Spawn was an adult show. Remember it was a rated R show. That's fine. I can do that. My kid mind, my child mind, And X-Men, Spider-Man, they were aimed. I think they were aimed more towards teens or tweens, whatever you want to call it, in between teens. So you're, I think that age demographic is probably about 12 to 15. I give them that. So it was more adult. Um, it was, you know what? And they took the episodic approach as anime does. Anime has a season that tells a whole story. X-Men and Spider-Man kind of did that. That's why I was always, they were one of the first cartoons to do the previously on. X-Men always started with previously on X-Men. Shing. You know what I'm saying? They always did that. Even with Spider-Man. Previously on Spider-Man and, oh, Doc Ock. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that mattered and it made it flow better. You can, if you try and go back and watch He-Man from, the 80s He-Man, you could start anywhere with that. Then it was cheesy. It was He-Man never really used his sword. Like you talking about kiddish. Those were G.I. Joe. No one, they shot a vehicle, it'll blow up, and they always the Cobra. You know what I'm saying? They always ended up out of the vehicle. There were no stakes, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that. I don't believe that. X-Men cartoon had a lot of sex jokes and dark stuff. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was, you got to think, coming into the 90s, they started pushing the boundaries of cartoons. The editor, from my understanding, was a black guy, and he wanted to do that. He wanted to push the boundaries. Remember, this was taken from the Jim Lee comics. Real edgy. 90s was edgy. Wildcats, Savage Dragon, Mortal Kombat. I'm naming these are all cartoons that was coming out around that same time. Batman the animated series. I can go back and watch that. Justice League Unlimited. Superman the animated series. What else? Those shows was more teenage driven. You know what I'm saying? More teenage driven. So, yeah. Yeah, I love the 90s too, man. Even though I was born in the 80s, the 90s made me. You know what I'm saying? 80s baby, 90s made me. So, yeah. And it's like I was born in like the perfect point of the 80s. Like not necessarily the beginning, but not the end and not necessarily the middle. Like that. I was born in 83, so I got to feel the impact of the 80s, even some 70s. I got to enjoy the 90s as a teenager, preteen teenager, and then in the 2000s, as an adult. So, yeah, man. I just think you're looking at it from your adult eyes, and you're saying it's too kiddish and stuff like that. I don't. I'm viewing it as, I know you're saying it's a no for you, and that's cool. Different strokes for different folks. I'm gonna check it out just because I love, what I'm saying, I love animation. I love cartoons. The story seems like it's pretty legit. Yeah, it's kiddish. It is. I mean, you could tell by that animation, but I guarantee you, they're not gonna sideline He-Man. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that. I guarantee you the story is gonna revolve around He-Man, who is supposed to revolve around. And it seems like the story is better than what Kevin Smith has given us. Just looking at the trailer, seems like it's better. But yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Batman animated series was mature. Yep, we know. Real dope. Real dope. Real dope. But XR, as always, I appreciate you, man. Everybody, if you're watching it live or on the rewatch, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share. Wednesdays, Fridays, we're doing the lives at 9 Eastern. I don't care what Kevin Smith wants to do, man. He need to stay. He just right now. I mean, anyway, Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 p.m. Follow me on Instagram, Blues House Live, Blues underscore House underscore Live. That's where I'll be putting out a lot of information at and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. You ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace.